back to Ben. Are you enjoying yourself, Ben?
Having a lovely time. I'm having to walk around the training ground just to try and find some kind of little office that I can be quiet.
Do you know what? I really feel like Watford perhaps is the only club in the football pyramid with Wi-Fi like yours. Every time we have someone to interview from Watford, Troy Deeney is exactly the same. He moves from room to room. People pop in, say hello, have conversations. The Wi-Fi drops in and out. It's unbelievable, Ben. What's happening?
There's no Wi-Fi. We have to use our 4G signal, and that's why like the listeners at home can't see where I am right now, but I'm literally in a little store cupboard. It looks like a dungeon. I've got protein everywhere.
It's about a metre in width behind you, isn't it? Are you sitting on the floor as well?
I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh my God, that is dedication. Thank you. Okay, Ben, we are going to turn our attention now to England, and we'll talk about that with England in action again. When are they playing? Tomorrow night against Poland, 7:45.
Yeah.
You played 8 times for England. So what was it like when you're in a squad and you're battling for the number 1 spot and that environment? What's it like?
For me personally, it was always kind of we knew our role, we knew our position already, so it was never really too much of a battle. I think that when you do have a kind of, when it's up in the air for who's going to be number 1, it is a little bit more different. There is a bit of a battle. It can be uncomfortable at the times, but in general, goalkeepers they do get on very well. We do spend a lot of time together. We go off before the lads go out and train and stuff. We'll go out by ourselves for maybe 15-20 minutes first. So and we are all very sort of like-minded, a bit weird. So we do kind of find a way to just get on. But no, I think at the minute it's obviously with Jordan not being in the team with an injury, it'd be a lot easier for Nick Pope to sort of get his feet in there and concentrate on just playing as first choice goalkeeper.
Would that be your choice, Ben? Do you think it's Pope or Henderson? I mean, do you think, when I look at Henderson, for instance, at Manchester United, I think the only thing that could maybe disturb him is potentially not enough game time when De Gea comes back. But from what you're saying there, would Pope be your first choice? Yeah,
I think for what I want from a goalkeeper, Nick Pope has always ticked all my boxes. I just love how big and dominant he is. He's so brave, when balls are coming into the box. Even, the other night against Albania, They didn't have a lot to do, but he was quick off his line, and there were a couple of times where balls were coming into the box, and it looks like it was dead easy and dead straightforward for him to just come and take the ball out of the air. But that's only because he takes such a positive, front-footed starting position to begin with. That looks so easy for him to do, and I think there's a lot of goalkeepers in that position. It would look a lot more difficult. But yeah, totally agreed. For me, Henderson, I think if he'd have been playing for the last maybe 6 weeks, it would have been a different question. It would have been a much more difficult choice for Southgate to make.
Ben, see in general, as a goalkeeper yourself, are you happier playing with back 4 in front of you, or you don't mind 3 centre backs? And looking at the England squad, what do you think? How do you think they should go defensively, mate?
I do prefer a back 4. I really do. It's not a massive difference for me. It's not a massive difference, but I think the difference between having 2 centre backs and then having 3 centre backs, it's almost like the saying is it too many cuts spoil the broth kind of thing. And I think that sometimes there's so many of the sort of aerial balls that come in where when you have 3 centre backs, it's almost, I'll leave that to him, or I'll leave it to him. And instead of when there's 2, if it's your ball or not. If it's in your area, you're the guy that goes and gets it. And I see it at club level as well. I see when we come up against teams that play a back 3, and there's so many times where there's so much indecision because they don't quite know whether it falls into their remit or whether it's their mate next to them or not.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.